So it's been about 6 hours since the Nintendo Direct about the Switch 2 dropped. It took about 6 hours for me to cope with the fact that all that information got announced. What up everyone, Trubu here. I have so much excitement within me. Basically, I've been shaking today. It has been a crazy, crazy day. So, if you were there and saw the Switch 2 Direct, the game announcements were insane. I want to go over everything. There's a lot to go over. I'm just trying to focus my thoughts and not have this just be me ranting for God knows how long. So I want to go over the hardware itself, then the games, then the prices. So Switch 2, now we did get to see a bit of it when it was first revealed, of course, and now we get more information. The C button for basically built-in Discord, that is what it looked like to me. But a whole communications feature now with a microphone. You can get a separate camera, which isn't too bad price-wise, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just a USB-C, so I can use normal cameras and stuff. So I'm curious technology-wise how that's gonna go down. But it's really cool Nintendo's finally getting modern with their things. Speaking of which, the controllers themselves look really good, showing off kind of the differences with a video this time at least compared to the Switch 1. The memory, I'm so happy that it takes more storage because that was one of the biggest issues with the Switch 1. One of the many issues the original Switch has that people just tried to gloss over. The Switch 1 is not a perfect console by any means. There's a lot of issues. So I'm very excited to see where they will improve upon it. But it's hard to say anything for certain without it in hand. And luckily for me, that is 2 months away. And I will be trying to get it day one. I'm going to be trying for that, if they do it around where I live, a midnight release, I will get that as soon as I can, and I will inform you guys on it. I will show it off. So the world can see it in the most low quality way possible. But I am excited. I'm so excited for the Switch 2. It looks great. Not much more else to say at the current moment. There is more information to come still, so going on. And I will briefly mention the price of this is looking at around $450 for your Switch. And while it's more than the original Switch, it's only $300, it makes sense to me, because if Nintendo is boosting their power so much that we're now being able to get, Elden Ring, the Final Fantasy VII remakes, Yakuza 0, these beautiful games that I know Nintendo fans would love to play. Actually getting them on console means it is a very powerful console. It needs more expensive things, so it makes sense that it costs a bit more. And it ain't no PS5 Pro. Also, I just want to throw this out there. Console wars are dead. Console wars are dead to me. You can't sit here and tell me Xbox. I haven't heard Xbox in conversation the longest time anyway. But PS5 Pro? Price and in terms of what it does compared to the Switch 2, I don't care how much better graphically it is. The games don't take advantage of it to begin with, so I don't want to hear any of it anymore. Switch 2 is by far the best console on the market when it does drop, and I don't think Xbox or PlayStation are going to be able to compete. Even if they theoretically can produce better games with better outputs and all that, does it matter if no one takes advantage of it? And exclusives aside, I mean, come on. That's not even a contest right there. Nintendo always had the better exclusives. They may be stingy, but they have them. Speaking of exclusives, holy hell, the games they decided to announce. Now, we already knew about the new Mario Kart World. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh my god. I'm not crazy for Mario Kart 8. And it's not that Mario Kart 8's bad, but it's been the most recent Mario Kart for the last decade. Let me repeat that. Decade. You can add as much content as you want. It's the same base game. This game seems to be doing literally everything I could have possibly wanted from a sequel. Open world? Are you kidding me? I never thought that was possible. Oh, but the character roster looks hilarious with generic enemies. The cow from freaking Moo Moo Fields is in here. That is hilarious. There's costumes for the characters now. It seems there's still a bit of customization with the carts, which, again, probably was the greatest feature added in Mario Kart that people love. The tracks look really fun. Again, it looks beautiful on the Switch too. It's a launch title, so this thing is going to be pushing it when it comes to what Mario Kart can do, and I'm so excited. There's new, like, grinding rails and off the walls. It's insane. It's cartoony madness, and that is what Mario Kart needs. You can play any racing game, but Mario Kart's always been special because of its more whimsical, chaotic nature. Having so much more in this one game, it looks so fun and so good. I'm so excited for it to come out. But there is more information specifically for Mario Kart coming very soon with a Mario Kart Direct. Now, I want to save my thoughts when we get even more information in a few weeks, but just know I'm very excited. I'm very much keeping up with all the news as much as I can, so I will let you guys know about all the Mario Kart stuff when that gets revealed in a few weeks. I'll probably do a video talking about more of my hopes, expectations during then, but for now, I'll leave it at that. It looks phenomenal. I'm very excited. Now, I'll just probably go through like the new games one by one. Zelda. I love the Warriors games. Hyrule Warriors 1 and 2, or I guess Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity are both super fun. I really love it. Age of Calamity I thought was such an improvement, and we're getting another one, which seems to be of the same style that Age of Calamity was, telling the event of what Zelda was doing in Tears of the Kingdom, something that was very much left vague for us to figure out, but being able to experience that, there's no amiibo, like, the first Age of Calamity had time travel involved, which is how you got all the characters playable. There's gonna be some random stuff, probably, for how this game explains away its characters as well, and I'm very excited to get more Zelda and Warriors content. Overall, it's a great combo, and I'm very excited to play it. As someone who played way too much of the first one, and I basically 100% Age of Calamity. Like, I didn't get, like, the bonus or, like, the DLC stuff, but, like, base game, I did almost everything. God, that game was great. So I'm very excited for that. Now, on the heels of racing games, Kirby Air Ride 2. 22 years later, I never thought we would get another Kirby Air Ride game. A GameCube game that is definitely slept on, because it's a GameCube game, but it's just crazy it exists, that we know it's coming. We don't really know much, of course, as of right now. We know Sakurai is back at the helm, so it's probably going to be good. It's going to be good. I have faith. Sakurai always produces bangers. He turned Kid Icarus into a game people cared about, so I mean, like, we know it's in good hands. So I'm very excited. It's just so cool seeing it. And what's even cooler is GameCube Online. God, was that the most excited thing I've seen in, like, all day. Besides the fact that we're getting Coliseum XD and goddamn Chibi Robo. I have never thought I'd see Chibi Robo again, but he showed back up. He's back, baby. And this time, he's not Ziplash. Like, God, people have been wanting GameCube Online for so long. And then we got 3D All-Stars with Sunshine, and people were like, okay, they're teasing us. Because then we got 64 Online. They're teasing us, we're getting GameCube. Yeah, no, it's a great way to start off your Switch too, is be like, hey, if you get the online, there's a, GameCube. What games you want to play? How about Wind Waker? Again? I mean, again, yeah, but like, yeah. And games people have been wanting to play for years. Coliseum, XD, games people in the Pokemon fandom want to play, but they don't have access. There it is. F-Zero GX, the latest F-Zero game. You can now play that. Like, people have been wanting GameCube. For good reason. They have such good games, and of course, unfortunately back then, it was a console that people slept on. So that's why, in terms of like scalping and the market, post-market, it was just crazy. So it's very exciting to get that. And who knows what more games could potentially be added. Like, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, so many games people have been wanting to play, we can't get now. Also, if people have been begging for this, the next thing we're gonna beg for is Wii Online. And the idea of getting free Wii games as someone who, like, that was their first console, that just hurts. Because I'm like, oh, I'm old. That hurts. But besides that, the thing to me that I'm most excited for is, this is going to be the dumbest thing to be the most excited for, because we have so many new announcements. But the idea alone of updating Switch games for Switch 2, very simple concept, it's not really anything new, but Mario Party Jamboree basically has like a new game's worth of content, it looks like, and Forgotten Land, Kirby Forgotten Land, a video game that I love, is getting more content! How can I not be excited? How can I not be excited? That is amazing! More Kirby, more Mario Party. There's other games that are seemingly getting, not this form of full ramification update, but some patches as well for the Switch 2. I saw Scarlet Violet on the list, and they definitely could use it. So, just improvements on classic Switch games for the Switch 2 is great, and it seems they're going to be going with a Switch 1 version, Switch 2 version for the time being, to counteract the insane price points of Switch 2 games. Now, right now, Mario Kart World is looking to be about $80, and the new Donkey Kong, which, oh my god, oh, it's $70, but like, I'll pay $100. That's so, oh my god. I love Donkey Kong Country. And like Donkey Kong 64 is a great game as well. We haven't seen an open world style Donkey Kong game since. And Donkey Kong games themselves, they're very hard to come by. You don't really get a lot of it. The most we've gotten is Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, because Nintendo wants to just keep telling us about it. And as funny as it is a game from the Wii. We're getting a very much cartoony, Mario movie designed Donkey Kong in a 3D game, platformer. I never thought I would be like, that is something that would happen, you know? My brain never put two and two together that those concepts could occur in the same sentence. That could be a real game. What is it? Donkey Kong Bonanza? Banana Slamma? Whatever it is. God, it looks so good. Oh my god, you're telling me there's a Donkey Kong platformer that's 3D in the modern day? God, next you can tell me Grant Kirkhope's doing the music. Like, what more do you want? What more could I ask for? God, Nintendo. And that's not to mention the insanity that was third party. I did previously mention like Yakuza 0 and the Final Fantasy VII game remakes being teased, but Toby Fox, the bastard. Yeah, here's the Red Dead Deltarune for the Switch 2 release. Are you kidding me? I've been waiting for that for years. You just dropped that? And I know, you know, Silksong is a whole other thing, but even just teasing Silksong getting a 2025 release. God, Nintendo, you really came here and said, you know what, we're making this worth every penny. God, an hour of a direct, never give us an hour direct again. I don't think I can handle another one. My heart physically wanted to collapse after like 20 minutes. And I had to sit for 40 more minutes and just like, God, Nintendo, there's just so many announcements. All this to say, I'm so excited for the Switch 2. I'm so excited for the games on the Switch 2. I'm not excited to fork over the cash, but I don't think anyone is. But we are living in the Nintendo golden age. You kidding me? Like, Mario Kart 9. That alone is insane. But we're getting updates to the phenomenal Switch titles, you know? You can only get so much better than stuff like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Well, what if we just made it run really good and smooth? There you go. You sold me. You sold me. Plus, we have, obviously, Metroid Prime 4 still coming. Rhythm Heaven still coming. Tomodachi Life 2 still coming. Like, God, what? There's so many games. There's so many games too many games, frankly. But I am excited for all of it, and I hope you'll stick with me as we all suffer together, waiting for just anything, any droplet of joy that is being a Nintendo fan. It's been a wild day, and I'm still kind of coping, but let me know how you guys all feel in the comments and what you're most excited for. I'd love to have some back and forth in the comments about what games you may want to see, or what games you think are going to be just Game of the Year worthy. With that said, I'll leave you all there, and wish you all a lovely day.